Hey, God bless you today. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber, would you mind subscribing to this channel and also giving me a like on this video and a comment for some feedback? I really appreciate that. Really helps us get our content out and share the gospel more. I got a word to share with you today. It's actually something the Lord spoke with me last week. I was up here at the Revival Hub praying, seeking the face of God, and the Lord spoke one word to me. And have you ever been in that moment where the Lord would speak one word, but you knew exactly what he was saying outside of that one word? Like the Lord can drop something in your spirit, that one word, and you immediately know like what he's really saying beyond the one word. And so the Lord just simply spoke the word pause to me. Pause. The Holy Spirit said pause. And immediately my mind went to Psalms 46:10, which says to be still and know that I am God. And I believe it's the New American Standard. It says it this way. It says to cease striving and know that I am God. And it was a time where I had a lot of things on my plate. Was trying to accomplish a lot. My wife was gone the entire week. And so without having to necessarily have the engagement of my wife and taking care of her, I thought, man, I'm going to have all this extra time to really do this, and this. And I was trying to get everything ready. And the Lord just said, pause. Cease striving, because the enemy sometimes he'll try to get us to strive and work and work and work. And it really is outside of the economy of God. You know, so many of us, we really need to stop striving. And a lot of times what really striving means is doing things in our own natural fleshly strength. Can I tell you, you cannot accomplish this. You cannot accomplish spiritual purposes and spiritual disciplines by your own effort, ambition, and fleshly strength. You will wear out. You cannot do things in your own strength, and you cannot push past the point of God's peace and accomplish all the things you need to accomplish. So many of us get caught up in the busyness that we miss God's voice. We get caught up in the busyness, which causes us not to have godly, adequate connection with the relationships that we have around us. And so the Holy Spirit was just simply saying to me, pause. You know, Corrie ten Boom said this. She said, if the devil can't get you to sin, he'll get you busy. And that reminded me of a Bible reading plan that I actually came across a while back in the Bible app. And I'm not big on Bible reading plans in the Bible app because some of them are kind of cheesy and lack substance. But there's a few that really have a lot of meat. And there was one the Lord reminded me of that I'd read a while back. It was called The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry. Because the enemy, he tries to get you to build in hurry mode. He tries to get you to build outside of God's patience. Doesn't mean that we don't have a sense of urgency. I know a lot of people are talking about the Lord's return. We're living in the last days. We got to be about the Father's business. We got to have this urgency. But what has been birthed out of that mindset is not a sense of urgency, but really a sense of franticness where we are trying to accomplish so much outside of the pace that God has for us that we never take time to cease striving, pause, know that he is God, and put our trust in him to accomplish the work more than our own striving can accomplish the work. Because listen, unless the Lord builds the house, they labor in vain. Listen, Noah had a word that judgment was coming to the earth, that rain was coming to the earth. And you would think, man, he would try to build that ark as fast as possible. Well, guess how long it took Noah to build an ark? It took him 100 years. And so sometimes in the economy of God, in the timetable of God, patience is the equivalent of urgency. So here's what I want you to know. If you've taken off more than you can chew, you're probably building outside of God's urgency and economy. It's just like here at the Hot Springs Revival Hub. We've been in this quote-unquote reset season, and people ask us, hey, when are you going to start having regular worship again? When are you going to quit just coming and praying and then getting the word and praying again? I don't know. If it was my choice and my pick and my plan, we'd have already been back to normal. But what I've realized is that the Lord, he builds things in patience. He doesn't build things on my timetable. I was even up here praying earlier today, and I'm like, God, I'm ready to go forward. I'm ready to see our worship team back on stage. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to have revival meetings on a monthly basis. And the Lord's like, no, It's not the time. You got to cease striving. People ask me all the time, why are we not doing more? Why are we just having Sunday morning, Sunday night service? Why are we not having a midweek service? Why are we not having midweek prayer meetings? It's because the Lord said to build in patience, to build slow. And I am not going to get in a hurry. I'm not going to build this thing in my own striving, in my own strength. I am going to let the Lord lead us, and I'm going to dig into the pause. My gosh, I just got a revelation, y'all. Reset means a pause. You got to pause to have a reset. It's a stop and even a going backwards. My God, Lord just spoke something to me with that. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but some of you who have an ear to hear what the Spirit says, if you feel that in your spirit, man, that maybe you need a reset, it's a time for pause. You know, everybody's talking about new year, new you. Man, it might be a new year, but maybe you need to pause and go back and reset to work on the old you. You can't move into a new you till you go back and correct some of the old you. You know, with what you don't take care of in this, at the end of this season, will carry into the next. So maybe you just need to reset. You need to pause and know that He is God. Simplify your life. Don't try to fix everything at once. Just pause. Let Him be God. Know that He is God. And cease striving. Let there be a ruthless elimination of hurry in your life. God bless you. And again, hey, hit that subscribe button. Give me a like. Appreciate your comment and feedback. And I'll see you again soon.